Bacon birdie, bacon, bacon birdie. Bacon birdie, bacon, bacon birdie. Bacon birdie, bacon, bacon birdie. Greetings, guys. Apollo Creed here. Voice of the common man. Hope you're all well. Yes. Big respect to all my likers, sharers, commenters, subscribers. You are the real. So, what's happening, people? Hey, funny goings on, eh? Well, I've had a little phone call. Oh, Apollo's phone started ringing. Apollo picks his phone up. Hello, La, what's going on here? Yes, it's the constabulary, La. They want to come and speak to me. I said, what do you want to come and speak to me about? They said, just something on YouTube that's been posted recently, and we'll speak more when we get there. So, who knows when they're going to get here, guys? You know what I mean? But we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? Doesn't bother me, like, so I ain't done nothing wrong. Like I say, when that video of his, when his acro got out there, nothing to do with me, there. He already sent it himself out to people mistakenly, didn't you, La? Or diet chips, one of the two. Nothing to do with me, La. Nothing to do with me. Let's see who's in the chat. Exactly, I did nothing wrong. Deny everything, Bart Simpson style. Stiglitz, respect, Steve Baker, Jaggle Thistle, Archie, 90 La, Gary Stevenson, Matt Banger, Tony Macaroni, Darren Kraken, Big Nuts. I think I said Steve Baker. Anyway, people in the chat. Yeah, so we're just having a bit of a buzz, you know what I mean? It's been funny, hasn't it? The last few days. Hey, it's been really funny. But job done. I'm happy. I'm a happy chappy. What's going on? We'll get that donut out of the way first. I'm happy what's happened to Dickie. I love it, la. Hey, get to see all who the Bacon supporters would be, who I said after it came out. But the difference is, I know what's happening in the background, you see. And I know all the people who were moving away from him, all the people. But I'm going to let them come out with it soon, and you'll all see. But like I said, so I'm buzzing with it. It's finished, like I knew. All right, so there you go. Yeah, I get my spoon back out. I enjoyed my spoon on the cesspit tonight. Turned my camera on, and you saw me staring it up, eh? That was funny, la. You've got to have a laugh, though, haven't you? Eh? It's getting all serious again. I mean, I've been serious about Dickie and stuff like that to get where I need to get. And that's where it got with people. So I was buzzing with that. But the rest of it, come on, la. Giving it this and giving it that. They'll be talking in a day or two and everything will be old newspaper. Come on, it's a laugh. It's funny. People take it too seriously, guys. What you've got to remember is when you're on those channels, you're on a roasting channel. This isn't particularly a roasting channel. You know what I mean? I just fired up the odd live now and then. But those channels, you are on roasting channels. All right? So things are going to happen. You know what I mean? If you get butthurt by it or a bit sensitive, don't go on roasting channels. They're over 18 channels. They're set up to rip each other apart. So, you know, it's all fair game, isn't it? I don't get what people get so broken about. You know what I mean? About, oh, he said this and, oh, he said that. Like, who cares? You know what I mean? It's a roasting channel. Let's get real. So, there you go. It's just funny. It's just funny. Ivan Drago, my arch enemy, you murdered me before, lad. Do you think Declan and his solicitor will see who's being arrested? Will your identity be revealed? No, mate, because even if they want to talk to me, I can't see it leading in anything like that. Come on now. Video was already out there, lad. It's already in the public domain. You know what I mean? If you know what you're talking about, you know what you're talking about, mate. You know what I mean? Things don't get done. I knew this day. I knew this could come. You know what I mean? Like other people as well. But, you know, so what? I don't care. I've just done the right thing, me, so I don't care. You know what I mean? I would if I'd done the wrong thing, but I've done the right thing, so I've got nothing to hide. So, great stuff, isn't it, lad? But yeah, you've got to have a laugh, man. I was laughing. I was on the cesspit earlier, and it's funny, line it. Saw what happened in that, and I just burst out laughing. That was crazy. But now it seems to be going to be a YouTube war. Film Boy versus PD. Who will win, guys? Press 1 in the chat if Film Boy will win, or press 2 if PD. Who will be the king? Hey, crazy stuff, isn't it? As steal a steal a bit of content off Fly Me to the Moon. Crazy behaviour, guys. Crazy behaviour. Yeah, Maria Howarth. Anyone wants to see the acro for themselves, just contact Maria Howarth. Tell you what, I do find a bit. Oh, there's ones coming in. There's twos coming in. Ooh, two's taking it here. I don't know what's going on here. 3 of the viewers win. Funny. Some funny stuff. I'm just looking at them. Well, I can't say. It looks a bit of a draw at the moment, doesn't it, guys? You know what I mean? But yeah, I found it funny today as well, catching up on a bit of YouTube and that and seeing what retards were talking and stuff. And then going around and it was, no, I believe that's fake. I believe that's fake 100%. After speaking to them for 5 minutes. Oh, yeah, I see where you're coming from. Yeah, I believe it now. I said exactly what was going to happen. How do people even have an opinion when it can be changed in 5 minutes flat? It just showed they never had an opinion in the first place. They were just chatting bubbles for the sake of it on such a serious thing. Pathetic laugh. But it's funny, isn't it? This YouTube, like someone says, there's levels of intelligence. And when, you just sit back and laugh, don't you? You just sit back and laugh when all the realness is going on in the background. And then I was getting messages yesterday, proper funny, right? I don't have anything to do with anyone else's beef. You know what I mean? I'll just go for what I go for, and that's it. Always been the same. 2 seconds. Can you see my comments? Yes. Always been the same. And suddenly, because I've been speaking to a few people over the last couple of weeks, working on this shit and trying to get that shit out there, all right? Suddenly, I'm wrong, and I shouldn't be doing this, and I shouldn't be mixing with Humble, and I shouldn't be speaking to Moto. All right. Are you for real? I'll speak to anybody to get to a bigger objective. How does that mean any different? You know what I mean? It's a bit sad. You know what I mean? And you tie out whatever your name is. Get out my chat, you smelly little wench. All you do, you're a bacon, love. Get out. See you later. Bye. Can't stand her anymore. I used to lick my ass and then she's in other people's channels flipping chatting shit. Get out, man. No any fucking levels of intelligence, like I said, you retard. But yeah, it's just funny, man. It's just funny. Really funny how people have these opinions and then they change within seconds. But as we know, as we know, Mr. Hickey will never show his because he can't, guys. Right? He can't show it to compare it. But yeah, people going mad because I've been speaking to Humble and stuff. Pathetic. Who are you people? You know what I mean? Who gives a damn? But yeah, it's all out there now, so that was the main thing. But funny goings on. Let's have a look at the chat. Ask PD why he was sat there on cesspit with his schlong one already out. Go into his live and ask him, Craigie D. I think he's live, lad. I don't know why. Funny that. Apollo there was clown saying it was fake when it was only for about half an hour. I know, I was watching me buzzing, smoking a chill stick, looking at me chat when the video was going out. It was funny. After 10 seconds, it was fake. I hadn't even read anything. Back with Billy's. It's hilarious, man. I love it, me. You get a buzz coming on here, man, just to see, that you're better than most people. Really kidding, but you know what I mean. Yeah, big up all the Americans in the chat, la. Big up all the Americans. Apollo, how did the police know how to contact you? Through YouTube, mate. You know what I mean? Through YouTube. Got a monetized channel, haven't I? Got to have all your details on there and stuff. So that was it. But what was I going to say to you? Yeah, I'll have been through that. And I'll have you know, in my video I put out of Dickie, which has got, when I look in the analytics, nearly over 11,000 views already of his acro. Okay, I didn't monetize it. All right, so there you go. Rest of my channel's monetized, but I did not monetize that video. Could have made a couple £100 out of that, if it's a 3-hour-long video and it would show adverts all the time and the amount of views it's getting and that, but I wasn't interested in that, guys, so that's why I didn't do it. All right, but wasn't for that, was it? You wouldn't like be watching. God, some people sat through the whole thing for 3.5 hours. I had to. It's long, isn't it? But had to show everything clearly, and it did. So you think that was funny what PD done and said? I burst out laughing when he did it. What do you mean what he said? You know what I mean? It's what I mean, guys, about being sensitive. You're on a roasting channel on their channels. It's not, oh, how did you say this? How did you say that? You're all behaving like little Mary Whitehouses, people who are like that, guys. Come on. You're too square. You know what I mean? If you don't like that stuff, don't go on a roasting channel because you're going to hear it. It's like Cesspit says, you know what I mean? People chat shit. And at the end of the day, right, Irish will probably admit it himself. He come on tonight and he's saying he didn't like people saying the word spas, and then the rest, you know what I'm saying? And he didn't like that, but then he said it to PD within a minute. So, you know, things, like I say, it just sways back and forth. It's a roasting channel. People take it too seriously. You know what I mean? So, can't help it, guys, you know. There's certain things I wouldn't say, but there's certain things other people would say. And that's why it's a roasting channel. You know what I mean? So, you know, if people don't like it, I don't know why they watch it. You know what I mean? Because it's on that platform. I'm sure if he was saying all of those things and Film Boy was that bothered, wouldn't Film Boy have booted him off? But Film Boy's allowing him to say that because it's a roasting channel. I don't think even Film Boy takes it that seriously. And I don't think probably his PD is either. But all I'm saying is if, you know, Film Boy would have kicked him off himself if it was that bad, surely, wouldn't he? But he was letting it on his platform, so what do? No, creatine monohydrate. Cesspit said it's a roasting channel and it gets taken back to where it was originally. He said that the other night, so it's not a debate channel only, it's a roasting channel. You know what I mean? So, there you go. What can you say? You know, I go on there, I don't get offended. You know what I mean? So what is it? You just have a roast and forget about it. It's like me and that what's his name? Simon or something. We had a roast together, went totally crazy in the roast, and then afterwards it was like, we're not bothered, and even he was like, I'm not bothered. It was everyone else who was bothered. So that's why I say don't watch it then. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Sorry, I'm just reading a message on the phone. If someone's trying to contact me, right, about or say something in the chat about Kerry, they want to send me something, send it to me email. All right, me emails in me about section on YouTube, Voice of the Common Man at protonmail.com. Look at me about section and you'll see it on there, lad. Hey, that's it. What do you mean there, that's a mad name. What do you mean, has Decker being charged? Charged with what? He's being charged with loads of shit in his life, yeah. But I don't know what bit you're on about, mate. Is he being charged? Hey! Let me know. Let me know. Mojo. But yeah, people are very emotional at the minute. Fair play, Apollo, for not monetizing that video. You can do what you want, but well, exactly. I could monetize, but I didn't because why would the fuck? In my view, some people have the settings automatically set, they can't help it, and some of them don't know how to turn it off. I know, I understand that, some people, but I was straight in there turning it off because I don't want that, you know what I mean, off him. I'm not a little penniless fool like him who has to beg every day for donations, the sad act, a grown man of 38 who's supposed to be a professional actor or this, that and the other. And he has to beg every day for donations. How pathetic's that? Imagine donating to a nonce. Imagine that. Imagine a nonce spending your money, lad. Unbelievable. Defenseless kids. What's going on here? Who's been attacking defenseless kids? Hey! Cumbrian. What's happening with Cumbrian? Truth. Has he stopped chatting? Or is he still chatting conspiracy theories? What's happening with him? Didn't Maria Howard set up Apollo with Cockerel? No. There was no setup with Cockerel. Well, we will see. That's why I'm saying nothing. Just what I've heard from the source, basically. But I'm not saying nothing till they do, 'cause it's up to them. 'Cause you know what it's like. You say, oh, this, and then it's like, oh, hurry up, why haven't you done it? Why haven't you done it every 2 minutes? Why haven't you done it? So I'll let them do it, you know what I mean? But yeah, put it this way. It's people who we tried to pull the wool over their eyes, and now they've seen the document, and they've downloaded the document from the links themselves and know it's 100% real. They're not very happy because they were lied to. Hey, come on, under 13-year-olds. Grapes, coercive behaviour. Makes you vomit that. And all of them that were like, is innocent and saying it's fake straight away, just because you had a problem with the people who were putting it out there, is went against it for that reason, you pathetic spineless jellyfish. Think how those victims felt, which all got spoken to before, but think how they felt when they were looking at that, and women and men going, oh, it's not real, it's fake. Do you ever think about that? No, you types who did that did you? But like I say, karma will always smash you back in the face. One day, when you least expect it, it just happens. With an illness, with something, and you get slapped all over, and you remember what you said, and you don't believe in karma, then you're a mug, or you haven't lived much life. All right. But yeah, crazy behaviour. Should have gone on Zeus's channel earlier, see if I could have stole some of his content. Bobber Jones, big up la. How's it going? Polo, pop your video face up again to trigger people. It's hilarious, mate. I play games a lot of the time. You know, it's funny with stuff like that. You just do something and then this mad YouTube community runs away with it and it's 100% true. God, what's going on in your lives? How can you be so easily played? Well, I know some of you are, because Decker played just like a fickle. But I'll just say it how it is. If you don't like it, can't help it. Yeah. It's mad. It's crazy. But we'll see what'll happen. But like I say, all this mad shit goes on YouTube, and then the next day everybody's friends again. Hey, people talk crap though. I see guests going on one channel saying this to one of the hosts, and then they're straight onto the next channel saying something different after 5 minutes. And I'm like, why'd you bother even listening? Surely to God, you must be playing the game, because you can't be taking it seriously. You know what I mean? It's a joke. It's just a joke. People come on from the real own lives and just want to have a laugh. But it seems some people in this community actually like believe everything, and like it's their life, and like it affects them and shit. It's awful. It's absolutely crazy. Yes, giraffe. Hey, the Ninos. Absolutely terrible. I don't know, lad. I don't know when they're going to get here, Rebel lad, do I? Whenever they've come to see me before for stuff, sometimes I've been sat here till 3 in the morning waiting for them to come, you know what I mean? It's absolutely crazy. One itchy leg. Yeah, so just seeing what's going on, like. Just waiting and waiting and waiting. But it'll be nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about little Apollo. He's had worse things gone on. Karma's UFO sighting, Zeus. I've never seen it, lad. Never seen it yet. Nowhere to be seen. Apollo, did Timmy tell Decker to take the video of his channel about the paperwork? Yeah, that was true. They told him to take the video down. Yeah, that was true, yeah. Don't know if he took it down. Like, I don't really look at his channel. It's a bacon channel, so I don't really look at it, but I knew that bit was true, yeah. I don't know if he did take it down. Yeah, that's true. Anyone who thinks the acro is fake, yeah, go and watch his expose. He basically talked about all of the crimes in it. It's funny as well, though, you know what I mean? People mustn't have much going on because spelling mistakes get made. Do you know, if they were trying to make out that it wasn't real, they would have corrected the spelling mistakes, you know what I mean? Like, Jesus, I've got loads of documents and stuff that's got spelling mistakes. It's just a human inputting it onto a computer. Absolutely crazy. Some people out there will say anything. Major shit going on. Oh, there's a spelling mistake. That means everything's all right and he's not a bacon. Oh, I'd love to see what you've achieved in life if you think like that, lad. But funny. Yeah, that's what I mean. There's another one. People were like, oh, but it says page 1 of 1. Yeah, 1 of 1's for the covering letter, and then the acro's 1 to 55. Backward billies, eh? Not a brain cell. I'm not being funny though. You see a lot of these little mugs making channels and that who haven't got a clue what's coming on. And you see these little channels and you watch them and the fucking bums. I'm not being horrible, people, but the disgusting bums with nothing about them. Men nearly 40-year-olds sitting in the bedrooms and chatting shit that they're not even involved in, looking like tramps that have never worked a day in their life or achieved anything, and you're commenting on something. Get fucked. You're irrelevant. Get back in the door queue, you dosser. That's just the way it is. What's that? Yeah, he talks to his mum about the 11-year-old and says he can't remember. Yeah, it was that long ago. Crazy, isn't it? Oh, yeah. Can't remember. But, yeah. There's a few people on here getting themselves into a lot of trouble, guys. Yeah. Like I say, I'm not bothered about mine, what's coming for the right reasons, but people that are making stuff up and calling people's wives and calling them disgusting things just for the sake of it and creating narratives. Do they not understand what's going to happen? Hey, and nothing to do with me, but I'm just saying, do you not understand what's going to happen? You're best off keeping your mouth shut, because you're sitting there. It's crazy. It's crazy. Mustn't have been through any real shit. What's happening to Berksket? What do you mean, what's happening to him? I don't know what you mean by that. But yeah, it was funny. Got loads of emails yesterday saying well done and thanks for proving that's his real acro. Everything was good. Like I say, I'm buzzing about it now because I know what's going on in the background and the little bacon's finished, which I knew. It'll just get worse and worse for him as the time goes on. Little freak. Autistic girl being contacted. It's another thing as well, right? That woman, what's she called? Benny. Paula Benny or whatever. She's meant to be about victims and, well, not victims, survivors, I should call them, and stuff like that. And then suddenly, she's saying acros are fake straight away and stuff. And she said she spoke to victims before of his, though. Do you know what I mean? She was saying she spoke to victims of his before. And then suddenly the acro comes out and she's saying it's fake, which have got those victims' crimes on there on the NFAs. And then she said it was weird to me. So you're willing to upset them like that, and you're supposed to be leading team this and team that. I think you're an absolute beg. That's what I think. And let's face it, you started off texting Decker. You know what I think of him, but I just tell it how it is. She started off texting Decker, and then he didn't want to know and rejected her. And then she got like obsessed. You know what I mean? She's just not involved in anything, trying to get herself involved by texting him. And then when he didn't want to know, oh, I'm a victim and I speak to his victim, it's fucking weird. Get a grip. Hey, you're just sausage hungry. That's all you are, sausage hungry. And I know all the stories. Hey, and I might put those emails out there where you were emailing me saying you want to expose Humble and you want to send me loads of evidence about him. And you never did, because there is none. So what are you talking about, eh? More bullshit, like you like to sit on panels and chat. Never come with any evidence, ever, about anybody. It's pretty sad, that. That's why your channel never took off. Pathetic. Pathetic. Kath, Apollo, if it was Danny Christie, it'd be a different story. Yeah, that's it. But I don't know, do I? Because at the end of the day, I don't know, I can't comment for Danny and probably should leave his name out of it, but I just believe he probably would have said something if he wasn't on a tag. That's all I'm going to say about that. Yeah, there's loads of spelling mistakes in acro. They even tried to come with the one, oh, my second name spelt in capitals. Yeah, it is on every one of them, you donut. And even on the police certificate you showed. UK Hulk TV, respect. And let me say something about you, Hector. Hector. I hear, Hector, you're going to be making a video, Bacon and Decker off now tomorrow. Wasn't that before, was it? Hey, found that one quite funny. Another one. Hey, switching quickly when I already warned you. You meth. My name is spelt wrong on my driving license, Strawberry Field. Trying to get it changed. Yeah, that's what I mean. People make errors. You know what I mean? People make errors. People don't understand, do they? Silly Billies and all that. I call him Cadbury's cream egghead, me, mate. You call him Malteser head. Apollo, my uncles used to fight with PC back in the day, and they said that them rumours about we're going to come. Yeah, it is true. He's admitted it himself, hasn't he? He had to. My name's spelt wrong on my birth certificate. Very true comment. If it was fake, Decker would have his real one up sharpish. Of course you would. Imagine if that was any one of yous, right? And then this fake thing had gone out and it had gone all over by now. You know what I mean? What's the first thing you would do, guys? You know what I mean? You'd put your subject access request up and you'd be like, well, look, that's the real one. That's not. But he can never do that, guys. Never, ever. And amongst everything else, it's true what the document is, but he'll never show his because he can't, because that is it. So that tells you everything, doesn't it? You know what I mean? You don't have to be a fucking brain surgeon to know the outcome, why he won't show it and put it next to it. You know what I mean? Let's face it. Let's get real. Let's get real. But anyway, I think it's all over with after today. The only time I'll ever make a video on him again is if it's desperately needed to prove something to someone. But apart from that, like, I'm done. Because what I wanted to achieve is being done what I wanted through other people, which was getting that subject access request, and that's all. You know what I mean? And for all the people that go, oh, it comes to your house, no, gets emailed to you. And for all the people going, it would have been impossible to get, realise he lost his phone. You know what I mean? Realise everything. So, you know, you would clear it up instantly. That's right, Derek, lad. You would. But, like I say, you can't. You do, Craigie D, you get typos, you get all sorts of stuff wrong. You want to see the documents I've got, how many things are spelt wrong on it? I don't know why people think it's got to be spelt 100,000,000% right. Out of all of those fucking pages and things, there was about 3 spelling mistakes. You know what I mean? Wow. And do you think if it wasn't real, do you think like the intelligence, I'm not going to be funny, but the intelligence of like Humble's missus and that, do you think they were going to spell things wrong? Come on, guys. You know what I mean? There's more smart now anyway. The real people all know it's real. You know what I mean? How did the acro end up in other hands? What do you mean after the first person got it? I can't comment on that now. Can't say too much, you know what I mean, guys? You know, originally everything. Can't like spell it out. Just reading the chat. Exactly, of course you would, Shane Brown. Yeah, respect Paul Duffy. I'm not saying anything wrong, lad. I'm not saying anything wrong, don't worry. I think basically it'll just be a conversation. Never mind, not going into that. Not going into that. So what's happening? All the other channels still at war and all that, are they? Still going strong. I hate the fact ignores dodgy Dave basically made an old woman lose her last years of her life. I made plenty of videos about that. I've got the videos on my channel still. You know what I mean? Dave knows what I think. The only thing I gave him any credit for whatsoever was helping along the way with that. That's it. Never spoke to the guy over it. Oh, I did for about 2 minutes. Sent a few emails. And that was it. But Dave knows how I feel and my videos are still on there. You know what I mean? My videos are still on there. So there you go. Hey? PD being shut down. What do you mean, mate? Enlighten me on that one. Enlighten me on that one. Like, shut down his live, or the channel's being shut down, lad? What's that about? Hurry up, type faster. Tell me. Tell me, lad. I see Fergal is leaving YouTube. Spoke to Fergal the other day. I haven't spoke to him today, though. What's he saying, lad? Is it over people's reaction, or what? What is it? Or was he leaving anyway, lad? Is that what he's saying? Slim Reaper not gone, so his channel hasn't gone. Nice one, mate. I see some weird stuff I see people comment in my own comments telling me that my channel's gone and it's being took down in my own comments. People chat some pony, don't they? Just for the sake of it. It's crazy on here. His live was shut down. Okay, his live was shut down, but his channel hasn't been. Hey. Yeah. Spelled name wrong. Blah, 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 blah. But yeah, I think it'll all calm down now anyway. You know what I mean? That bacon's being dealt with. I think it maybe should be left at that now, isn't it? Unless something needs too important to come back with. Just move on from them, and that's it. Because everything's more or less been achieved, so, in my opinion. And say that again, lad. It's alright for thickens, because they don't know what they're doing, do they? So they just float along in life and nothing really matters, but it's the people who have a bit more intelligence that it punishes, doesn't it? Having to deal with them. Was it PD who showed his cocktail sausage? What the fuck? Oyster mushroom? But was he Dixie Enormous? Was he sat on a live with no pants on, or did he just quickly whip them down? You know what I mean? Making wild statements, you sat on a live with your pants off. Oh dear. Funny. Hilarious. I was funny on PD's live earlier though. You know what I mean? I jumped on there briefly. And yeah, like all these people were on there saying it was fake, and then after 5 minutes of speaking to him, they were like, "Oh yeah, it's real." I was laughing my face off. Oh. But then tomorrow those people say it's fake, you get what I mean? It's funny. Watch COVIDiots video. I'll watch it. I've already watched one video where they clipped it, and it's got me laughing when I laugh my face off when I see it. Proper high-pitched stoner laugh. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, it was funny. 1 minute I was putting my camera on, stirring a wooden spoon so everyone could see for the laugh. Next minute I saw that, I just burst out laughing. Crazy behaviour. But everyone will be friends again in a couple of days. Don't worry about that. You know what this YouTube's like. Hey, people take it too seriously. What the F is everyone saying? Apollo is video Craig. Apollo sounds from Liverpool area and VC is a Geordie. I don't know, mate. Oh, it might be because of this. Let's get it up, hey. When I did that for a buzz. We did it for a buzz. Wait there, see if I can find it. There you go. Like I say, you can make people believe anything, you know what I mean? I've put different little clips up of different things all the time, you know what I mean? And then people run away with it. That's why you say you're just playing games, you know what I mean? It's funny, lad, though, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's funny. Polo, why did I get timed out, mate? I'm a supporter. I don't know, mate. I've got mods as well. It's not me doing it. I don't know, mate. The mods must have done it for some reason. Hey! Hey! Oh, that's funny. Sat in the sausage bean bag. Cumbrian Truth put it on his live that Apollo was video Craig. Come on now, Cumbrian. I've been good to you, lad. I once paid for a hotel room for you because I was worried about you, hey? Because I've got a soft heart, and I was worried. And that was after you fucking abused my mother, saying you'd abused my mother, remember? Hey? So I'm just saying to you, lad, just for your own sake, mate, take it from me. Just take it from me. You know how I've been with you. Just don't say any crap that anyone's trying to get you to say, lad, all right? Just try and look after yourself a bit more. Get off YouTube for a bit. Come back, but get off YouTube for a couple of weeks. Sort yourself out. You don't need this fucking crap, lad. And you're saying stuff which is a bit crazy, you know, and some people get a bit upset by that. You know what I mean, lad? And, you know, don't walk yourself into any trouble that you don't need to be in because of other people, lad. It's pointless. And sort yourself out. It's for the best. Believe me, lad. Don't be giving it all the I don't care and all that shit, because it's a different story when it lands, as you've already shown. You know what I mean? Just keep out of it. What's this I keep seeing, lad? I don't know anything about that at all. I really don't. But let me know. Let me know. Like I say, if there's any truth in that or whatever, just email me. Yeah, yeah. Heard he got a phone call, didn't he, last night? He got a phone call from someone and they knew where he was. Okay. And they basically told him, you know, where he is, and then said, look out the window. And that's when it went a bit P-tongue for him and he got a shock. But people are easily found anyway, you know what I mean? People think they're not. Why do you think I hold my identity? Because everyone wants to kill me. But people are easily got. Oh. Funny stuff, dog, man. PD is showing his glowworm. Oh. Crumbling truth. Did anyone notice it was? Oh, lad. Got to have a laugh, haven't you? Yeah. Funny stuff. It's funny. But, you know, drama sells, you know what I mean? Let's be facing it, guys. There's good numbers when you have big kickoffs and that, you know what I mean? People love the drama. Be it right or wrong, people love the drama. Let's face it. That's why they watch EastEnders. That's why they do stuff like that. And drama sells. Sometimes it just gets a bit heavy all the time, doesn't it? But it sells, people. And that's why a lot of it's created. And that's why I say don't buy into it too much. It's for views on roasting channels, lad. And that's how it is. Yeah, he needs some time off, lad. What's happening with Brittany May? For long gone, isn't he? Long gone. Long left. He needs time. He needs that time off. He's got too involved in it, where it's got to the point of like living your life on here and being that bothered to the point where it's like messing with your head. You know what I mean? His head's gone, lad. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's not good for his mental health, I don't think. Probably got a lot going on in his head already with accommodation and trying to sort himself out and this, that, and the other. And then he's got this going on. And he's like, for God's sake. You know what I mean? But he needs to stop. That's all I'm saying. What was on Decker's acro that we didn't already know? What do you mean by that? Car crazy. There was lots of stuff on there that some people didn't know. And at the end of the day, it's never been shown, and that's the right paperwork. So what does it matter about what you didn't already know? Don't understand that. Don't understand. Yeah, exactly. Desired effect. Don't take it all too seriously. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, people do. But the funny thing is, like I say, they'll say to one person who runs the channel one thing, half an hour later they're on another channel saying another. That's why you shouldn't take any notice. You know what I mean? Fucking people trying to get serious on roasting channels and stuff. It's fucking crazy, man. But I'm like film boy now. I just sit on the fence. Funny. But yeah, I thought that was funny that people having a go at me because I was speaking more humble about getting a fucking document out of flipping dirtbag about all his NFAs, and people get the hump because you're speaking to someone about doing that. Pathetic. It's like being at school, that stuff, man. How old he is. You know what I mean? And you've got nothing else in your life to focus on. Pathetic. Spending all day on YouTube just piling crap out. Getting nowhere with it. But now he can be called a wrong and paperwork can be seen 100%. The one document that never was. Good night, Zeus. Good night, lad. Thanks for blocking everyone in the chat. Big respect. Oh, yeah, mate. You've been accused of being me. Christ almighty, I've been about 450 people since I came on YouTube. Hey, do you know what the mad thing was, right? When people were like saying I was such and such, right? I'll not say his second name, but they were trying to say I was some guy called Apollo such and such, right? And you know the extent of the investigation work? They went on Facebook and typed in Apollo and came up the first lad with my name and said I was him. The next way they were that good is they typed in Apollo to something else and then found there was a tree surgeon up in Montrose with my name called The Business, and then suddenly I was that guy as well. It's ludicrous, isn't it? That's the investigation techniques. You know what I mean? And then saying people are going to get it and putting money on their head. These innocent people who have been searched on Facebook. Could you imagine people come to the house and be like, what's going on here, lads? You're Apollo, we're going to kill you. Like, eh? And then they're going, yes, I am Apollo, that's my name. And then they're like, I told you. And then, you know what I mean? Oh, it's funny, lad. Just makes you laugh, doesn't it? Correct. 100%. See, some people know. People need to realise that an ACRO isn't a legally binding contract. The document is a clipped together history, yes. See, some people know this shit. So many don't, which I can't blame some of them. You know what I mean? Some people don't know this shit and might genuinely be a bit confused and needed explaining. Got no problem with that whatsoever. I've just got a problem with the ones that haven't got a clue, haven't seen anything, haven't even looked at it properly, and then go, oh, it's fake, just to be a troll. You know what I mean? It's absolutely crazy behaviour, people. Stevie Gerrard, lad. I wish I had his money, lad, I tell you. I wish I did. Stevie G. Used to love him as a player as well. Apollo was dead, I killed him in the ring. Said I'll not make that joke, it's a bit too far. Oh. Correct, they're not allowed to edit any of the documents. People are crazy, aren't they? People are crazy. But it is what it is, baby. It is what it is. Do you listen to Connie from Liverpool? No, who's that? Is that a channel, Connie from Liverpool or something? Lando Callison. Funny. You're a funny people. My people. My people. Well, I'm just reading the chat tonight, guys. Having a quiet one. There's been a few people out the back. Sorry for not letting you on. But I'm just having a chill. I'll leave all the beef to the roasting channels, you know what I mean, Jelly Bean? We'll leave it all to them. King Irish in the house. Respect. When I went through a custody battle, my age was a big seven. Oh yeah, mate. Yeah. I get what you're saying. Thing is, carp crazy, right? What you've got is he'll still be on YouTube for a while. We'll see what'll happen. But at the end of the day, what you've got to remember now is it's going to hit him in the pocket, mate. Because I've heard the real people behind the scenes already who thought he was not lying, but they wanted to see some proof. But he has lied to them, and these are real people, mate, and he'll not be able to work with anybody. So the main aim of the game was to smash him in his pocket, stop him from working with other people, and making this highlighted again for future victims to possibly help them. And you never know, sometimes when things come out, like they did say about Savile or whatever, more people come forward, don't they? You know what I mean? So that's the thing. He might be on YouTube for a while, but that doesn't matter. He's going to go nowhere. You know what I mean? He's always going to have a few Bacon supporters, yeah. And it probably is right, what some people say. It'll create traffic for him, but that's why it's going to get left alone after this. You know what I mean? Unless something really important, the job's been done. There's nothing more you can do. You know what I mean? It was just to get to the point of showing what he wouldn't show and showing how he won't show it to prove that it's all right. You know what I mean? And that's it. You're right there. That is a lot of the case. A lot of people will speak to you on the comments and that, and if he fires a comment back, they think that he's mate. Oh, I've got a comment back from Dickie. What? A no mark who's got nothing and nothing about him, like, you know what I mean? It's just some mad obsession with people, isn't it? You get it? I get mad emails off people, and I mean mad emails, basically fucking stalking me. You'd be surprised. And the sick thing is, imagine how many vulnerable people he's speaking to, because he's going under that mental health guise again. You know what I mean? Like, oh, mental health. And let's face it, some people with mental health and a few problems are not thinking straight all the time, are they? They might get sucked in. Correct, he was despised in the bare knuckle world. That is 100%. And, you know, some people will buy into it, and it's a danger. And then that serious risk to women and children, oh my God. Absolutely sick. Sick, 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 sick. Yeah, I'm from Whitehaven, mate. Jamie, that's where I'm from, Whitehaven. Decker accepts anyone who wants to be friends. But look, man, look, when I was making my videos back in the day, you know what I mean? I was playing a game, you know what I mean? I'll admit it, you know what I mean? I was playing a game and it worked. And then he started firing videos out about me, didn't he? Oh, Apollo's brilliant. Apollo talks facts. Are you going to come and make some content with me, Apollo? Oh, Apollo, I'm going to show you my paperwork. He came for me. That's how easily I played him. Because I knew he would do that. Like you say, he's a lonely man. If he thinks somebody might get on his side, he'll latch onto them. And that's what he tried to do. But he didn't realise I was going for the paperwork. And that's what happened. And when he arranged to meet me with it, and he couldn't in the end because he couldn't show me it, that's when I turned and said, I'm sorry, you're a Bacon. And the reason that, and people were going, you can't say that, Apollo, there's no proof. And I was like, I know, man. I've spoke to people. I knew it was true. So I just knew I had to get to the paperwork. And then once the paperwork was there, that would prove it. And that proved it. So I wasn't talking shit. I wouldn't talk about shit like that. Serious. You can ruin a man. You know what I mean? If it's not right. But I knew it was right. So that was the difference. And then I lost a lot of subscribers. I deleted 650 myself. People were going crazy. If you look at the comments about his videos, you'll see how crazy they go. I just love at them now. And I just think, yeah, but I could have kept it going. And if I'd kept it going, pretending I was going to support him or all of this stuff, my subs would have been on about 15,000 by now. You know what I mean? But I wasn't interested in that. It's not about that for me. Exactly why I didn't monetize the video. Like I said, I'd make a couple £100 out of that video for how long it is and how many adverts it put on it and how many views it's going to get. It's got over 11,000 now. So, but I didn't do that because that's not why I was doing it. Do you get what I mean? To make money like that on something like that. It's absolutely disgusting. Victoria, he sent me numerous voice notes, the exact same voice notes I've heard his victims receive. He obviously has a collection that he sends to female. Yeah, probably has. Got them pre-saved into his phone, Victoria. I can believe that. I think you were into the bare knuckle scene. I'm sure I saw you on Fighting Prods once, months ago. You were talking about the bare knuckle scene, so yeah, imagine that being right. You know what I mean? Marbler, you played him to the extreme, fella. I know. I sat there and I was like, I'll do this because I did want to see that Sad Acro. I thought, because I thought to myself, he's not going to fucking be able to show it really, like everyone else was telling me. You know what I mean? But I thought this once and for all will really F him up, because it's sort of one of his last chances. And I said what I said, and he made the videos about me, didn't he? And that's why I ended up with freaking loads of Heggy supporters on my channel, because he was shouting me out on his channel, telling them to subscribe to me. And I was like, you fucking dickhead. Because I was like, I know you're not going to fucking show me it in the end. You know what I mean? But at least I can prove you haven't. But I was like, you're going to leave me with loads of Decker supporters on my channel. And that's the only thing he did me over on. Got loads of them on my channel that I had to deal with. I was like, oh, God. Do you know what it is? The disturbing ones are the women, though. The ladies. Out of 7,200 subscribers, I think I've only got about 800 women on here. But some of them, Christ, you see them on other channels saying that the victims, not victims, survivors of stuff, and then they're on his channel bigging them up. It's like, what? But that's what I say with people talking crap. You know what I mean? People talking shite. Absolute shite, guys. But, I'll just read these messages. Sorry, guys. Bear with me 2 moments. I'm just going to mute this because I have to get this message. 2 seconds. Hey! I'm back. Don't know what happened there. All went strange when I had to check my phone. But, yeah, it's been a funny okay. When are these going to arrive? I'm getting tired, la. Getting really tired. Serial killers, yeah, very true, very true. Oh, someone was out the back there. I missed them. Sorry about that. Missed about 5, 6 people out the back now. They're going to think I'm a right one. I am. Burke attack row is probably just as bad, yeah. He's a wrong. Always a wrong. Shit, guys, I'm going to have to go. My door's going. I've just heard the bell. Sorry.